But what I want to talk about here is what my next build's going to be. So I've bought a fair amount of uniques this league, as well as crafted a fair number of 5 links. Okay, so I've got a bunch of different ideas, and I've bought a lot of these uniques either because I want to take them to standard, like this is a good Abyssius that I want to take to standard for my Reap character that you just saw if you've been watching. But there's a bunch of uniques here that are quite good anyway, I can talk about the builds that I'm interested in playing right now. Okay, so I have 3 ideas. Okay, the first idea is to play a 100% Pierce Ethereal Knives character. Okay, we have 2 choices for this. We can either play life-based. So if we do, and this is going to be a Scion with Deadeye Berserker, like pretty much either way. So we have 2 choices here. The first choice, if we go life-based, is I will use this Belly of the Beast that I've linked. But the other option that I'm considering is going low life. So this is my first ever Shavs. I bought it and I socketed it and linked it myself. So I'm considering playing low life 100% Pierce Ethereal Knives. So that's one option. Also, if I were to go life based, I would use my Winds of Change that I've saved. I've sold so many of these, it's not even funny. But let's see. So that's the first build idea is life or low life 100% Pierce Ethereal Knives Scion. Okay. Now my other 2 ideas are trappers. Okay, they're both shadows and they would both be saboteurs. Okay. The first trapper is a trapper that would use Chin Soul. Okay, we'd use Chin Soul. We'd be a bow trapper. Okay, and we'd be throwing down things like Blast Rain cluster traps, or perhaps Tornado Shot GMP cluster traps. But we'd just be throwing down very powerful bow traps doing a whole bunch of physical damage. And that would be life evasion based. Okay? Because we'd be going down south to pick up point blank to stack with this damage. Now, the other option, and that would probably use some of this particular character's gear. I'd probably use like the drill neck and a lot of his other gear, because it's just good evasion gear. Now, the other option that I'm considering for a trapper is to play a lightning trapper, and not the lightning trap gem. I'm talking, it's going to use like 3 different traps. Okay, we'd probably use, and they'd all be cluster traps because we want to use the saboteur so that when one of our traps trigger, all our traps trigger. And that would be an arc cluster trap, and then a ball lightning cluster trap, and then a lightning warp cluster trap. All those have potential for both group and AoE damage, and yeah, that's generally how that idea would work. So again, the 3 ideas we have: 100% Pierce EK, either life or low life. Have a life evasion based bow trapper with Chin Soul, or we have a lightning trapper that's going to be probably energy shield based. All right, so those are the 3 ideas. I'm going to make a video about this, discussing it, and please feel free to comment on which one you want me to play, because they're all very interesting in that regard. All right, let me deal with